guys, I wanted to do a tag video today that I got from Danny Marks YA, who I love. I think I mentioned this in the last video I did based on one of his tags or something, but he's like my favorite booktuber. I think he's so funny. But this is the this or that tag, which he did a while ago. I'm kind of behind on these things, but I'm lazy, so. And I know, I just rewatched my Borders Haul video, and I feel so blah. Like, so everyone else on YouTube is so like peppy and like, oh, hey, books. And I always just feel like I'm like, books. Exciting. So, I mean, what do you think? Do I need to be peppier? Perkier? I don't know. Anyway, stop ranting. I do these things at like 2 in the morning and I'm a little loopy. But anyway, this or that tag. 14 questions. First question, audiobook or book in hand? Definitely book in hand. I've never actually did the whole audiobook thing. I always want to try it because I know people like them, the good ones at least, but I've never tried it. Book in hand. 2, soft or hardcover. If it's a library book and I'm just hauling it around to read it, then definitely soft cover just because it's easier. But if I'm buying it to keep, then hardcover, as most people say, I think. Nobody really I don't know many people who just buy soft cover to keep. 3 is fiction or nonfiction. If I had to pick like one to read the rest of my life, it would be fiction. But I do read a fair amount of nonfiction compared to a lot of people. I love autobiographies, biographies, just kind of random stuff about whatever I'm interested in at the time. Number 4, fantasy world or real life issues. Again, since this is this or that, I'm trying to stay out of the whole gray area. Obviously, I kind of like both, but if I had to pick one, probably real life issues. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, that's always more relatable, and I like fantasy a lot, but if that's all you read, it just kind of gets old to me. Where real life issues, you know, you're always dealing with it, so you kind of don't get sick of it, I guess. At least I don't. But if you're always in, like, Dragonland or vampires or werewolves or whatever, you just kind of get, it seems, I guess they blend into each other too much for me after a while. Number 5, Harry Potter or Twilight. And of course, there's lots of hate for Twilight, but I will admit to liking it. I liked the books a lot. The movies are pretty awful, but I did like the books a lot, but there's no comparison to Harry Potter. Obviously, Harry Potter will win that every time. I don't think I've seen anyone pick Twilight. I'd be interested in seeing who picks Twilight over Harry Potter. 6, Kindle, iPad, or other. None. I don't have any of those things. I just read books. I've thought about getting a Kindle or a Nook, but I haven't made the leap yet. Number 7, borrow or buy. Almost always borrow, like 95% of the time. But I will buy stuff on sale, like I just did with my Borders Haul, or at book sales at the library, or if there's something that I really liked and want to keep. Bookstore or online. I know it's not the right answer, but online, usually. Just because at the bookstore, it's too much of an impulse buy for me. I'm not going to go to the bookstore just to get a book I'm looking for. So if I go to a bookstore, it's usually just to browse. And then I try not to just buy stuff on impulse, because that doesn't lead anywhere good. So online. Number 9, one time or trilogy. Is that like single books or a trilogy? I would have said trilogy not too long ago, but I've started feeling like everything's a series or everything's a trilogy, and it's starting to annoy me. Like, if it's really good, I guess you can't tell until after you've read it, but like a bunch of the trilogies or series I'm reading now or I have read I love, and there are some that you just like, does this really have to be a number of books? So I'm torn. I can't pick one on that, both of them. Sorry, my nose is bothering me. Number 10, monster read or short and sweet? Short and sweet. I do read big books, but it's always kind of there's a mental block there to like just getting started. You're like, oh my god, I don't want to commit all this time to this book. But then usually once I start them, they're good. But yeah, I definitely would pick short and sweet over monster books. Unless it's like Harry Potter or something awesome, because then you don't want those to end. Starry-eyed romance or full of action? That's a hard one. It really depends on the mood. I do love a starry-eyed romance. I'm a sucker for those. But then I do like full of action. I can't pick. I really don't like them to mix either though. Because I know some people are like, oh, I want action with a little bit of romance. No, I want either full-on, you know, Harlequin romance or like a thriller with just non-stop action. I don't like them mixing too much. Number 12, curl up in your Snuggie or bathe in the sun. Snuggie. I'm not big on outside. There's too many distractions if I'm reading. There are bugs and it's hot. I don't do sun. So definitely Snuggie. Number 13, hot chocolate or a latte. Hot chocolate. I don't drink coffee, anything. I can't stand the taste of anything coffee flavored, so hot chocolate 100%. And number 14, the last one, read the review or decide for yourself. Usually decide for myself. I will often, if I haven't read a book yet, am I the only person who reads reviews after I've read a book just to see what other people think? Because that's usually what I do. But if I'm reading or listening to a review, I'll usually just listen for the plot and then not the opinions on it, because I don't want it to sway my opinion. I'm very influenced by what other people think. So I'll just kind of get the main plot, and if it sounds interesting, I'll read it. And if it doesn't, I won't, and I don't really care what other people think until I read it, and then of course I care, because I want to see how what I thought compares, which I think is weird, unless it's not. So let me know if you do that too. And that's all. So that was the this or that tag. It feels like I went really fast. I hope you can understand it. People tell me that they can't understand me all the time because I talk too fast, so sorry. But if you haven't done this yet, I tag you. Do it. It's fun, it's easy, it's quick. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.